How to make money with your music in 2020. Oh yes, I'm back again with a quick video for you guys, just explaining how to make money with your music in 2020. You know, we're living in a different time now, and a lot of things have gone down where we're all coping with the, the different strokes of what's took place, and how we all try and, rebuild back on this and get back to this time of confusion. But like, let's just go straight into it. So we're gonna start with artists now. So how do artists make money on their music in 2020? Well, I'm gonna go straight for number one. Teach classes. So basically what I mean by that is do music classes. Like when I say you're artist, you might be a rapper, singer, or a songwriter. Why not start a course on songwriting? How to come up with catchy hooks and stuff like that. Or if you're a rapper, why not teach people how to put a lyric together, why it should rhyme and why this should, you know what I mean. So that is like people making good money of teaching online at the moment. All you need to do is just tap in your internet, something like music teacher, and see where these guys located on the web, and join up, start your own classes. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, and start making money like that just from your talent. Now let's go into step two. Tip two, I'll say jingles and drops. As an artist, it's really important that you get your name out there. And what I mean by that is, it's like a brand. You're basically a brand. So the more you get your name out there, the more easy it is for you to get work. The more easy it is for people to know more about what you do, your style, it's all branding. So doing jingles and drops for DJs is really important. It means that you can drop your name at the end of the jingle, drop it at the beginning of the jingle, with a little bit of diversity, like with a little bit of your own flavor. Now, you never know, DJs like it, they start playing it, you then attract their audience, and then they might want to start going into what you do, or who's this, or you know how it goes. It's basically promotion, and yeah, so do your drops and your jingles, basically. Right, so we're gonna go into another one, which you quite hear all the time, and I know quite a lot of people touch on this: selling merchandise. So whether it's at a gig, or on your online website, or even just basically selling merchandise wherever you go, this is really a good way to make an income for an artist. But one tip I would say about when you sell merchandise, always tag your name brand, tag your name, your artist, your whatever you stand for, your record label, if that's what you built up and you're an artist on your own platform. Just tag, like, it's really important that you get yourself out there as well. So that's quite a big one. So selling merchandise, it takes a little while, guys. It's not just gonna happen overnight. So you're not gonna, make 100 t-shirts or 50 jumpers and get rid of them in the next couple of days or a week. It's going to take a little while for, you to establish what you're doing. You're going to trickle in a little bit of money here and there. But if you stay on your grind, just stay focused, you will start to see the impact of money coming in. That leads me to the next tip. What tip are we on now? I'm losing count on what I'm doing. Anyway, tip number 4, I think, if I'm right. So tip number 4, royalty. Now this one's really important, and a lot of people don't understand how important this is. So royalty streams. So as an artist, obviously, quite a lot of you will know that you sign up to a distributing company which puts your music on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, all these downloading, streaming network services. Well, there's money to be made. So basically, putting your music on Spotify then monetize your music. So for every play, every couple plays, I'm not sure how much the amount is, but you will receive royalties. So it's just like your music being played on radio, a well-established radio station or a registered radio station. It brings in money. Now, the key to this is to release frequently, like regularly. Release stuff regularly. So I would say release something at least once a month. As a talented artist, you must be able to come up with something once a month, whether it's just basically a new single or little bits and pieces. You must be able to come up with the essence, and then, like me saying once a month, that could trickle into something else. That could trickle into being, signing a license for an advert, getting placements on, a film. The more you put into this music and upload, the more you're gonna get back out of this. Sometimes you don't see the benefits, but you will benefit, like putting out. You start to see the feedback different. You start to see people being interested in what you do, and you just continue to roll on with it, build your social media, and then you've got an audience to pump on. And that's obvious, it's just the obvious. But guys, them 4 or 5 tips that I just gave you is really important when it comes to selling music in 2020. Now we're going to move on to the producers. So you make music and you're thinking the best way, how do I move forward in this music industry, and what's the best ways to make money as a producer? Tip number 1, where would you go to sell your beats? Now there's multiple places online where you can sell music, like instrumentals and stuff like that. If you just tap into your Google selling beats, or where do I sell music, where do I sell beats, instrumentals, something should come up, and I will leave it up to you to sign up to the relevant ones that you feel like suits your needs best. Now, most of these sites, you can only upload a certain amount of music, and then they start charging you for, beat space and stuff like that. But if you do if you plan properly, you should be quite good with making the making like selling music. You should be quite good at selling music once you start to share it on socials and just continue to pump it and just keep it flowing. Make beats, upload. If that beat ain't working, you've had it up there for a couple months, take it down, put up something fresh. The only reason why I started off with selling beats online, which most of the producers probably do at the moment in a way, is that you have up and coming producers that make music, and they obviously know of places where you can sell music and sell instrumentals, but it's just that hearing it again. Put your music on sites where you can sell beats. Also, a good tip is on your own website. Now, obviously, it's going to take a little time for you to start diverting traffic over to your website for people to look at your beats and listen to your beats and make their mind up. Do they want this? Do they want that? But it pays off in the long run. And the reason why I say that is because they've come to your home. All means have beats on, instrumental sites and stuff, but that's where your brand comes into it. And whatever's on your website is what people are interested in. If they go over to your website, there's a reason why they've gone over there. So tip number one, sell beats on your website and on selling instrumental sites. Tip number two, what I would say to producers is the same what I said for artists is do some teaching courses. Teach people about how to make music. If you're very good at making keys, like you're very good at putting keys together, or putting the sequence of patterns, and teach people. There's loads of people that need this information. You'll be surprised on how much students will be willing to take part in your course and just learn new tricks of the trade. So tip number two, teach people how to produce. Tip number three, YouTube. YouTube is a very powerful platform, and by you uploading, by the way, I'm not sure if you have a YouTube channel or you bumped into my content just by browsing through YouTube, or open up a YouTube channel, guys. Upload beats, let people see what you do, upload instrumentals, just keep it moving. It's very, very nice to see a producer that takes control of his craft, and he's very passionate about what he does, and it goes a long way. And why I said YouTube, once you start to get yourself in a certain position on YouTube, you can start to monetize your channel, putting up content and being paid for your content going up, and start to grow yourself slowly and get yourself established a different way. That's another source of income. Tip number 5. Are we on 5 already? Wow. Tip number 5. Well, I'm losing count here, guys. Tip number 5. Royalty stream. Just like what I said to artists is, maybe you remember what I said. Basically, you could sell beats on websites that provide you to sell instrumentals, or on your own website. You could also take advantage of Spotify and all these leading platforms, streaming leading platforms online, and upload music frequently. you have a lot of places where you can register where they handle everything for you. So you think, oh, you know what? Let me put an instrumental album out. You upload it, register it, wham! It goes straight to Spotify, all the leading download sites, and you can make an income that way as well. 2020 is a year for online. We're moving into a different phrase of how we market, how we get our stuff done in this music industry. Music, live performance, whatever it be, you need an online presence. So, due to all the stuff that's happening now, everybody's taking a backseat. A lot of people have changed the way they do their thing. It's the obvious. The online presence is working. Obviously, you're gonna need live gigs and all this stuff. But yeah, trust me, do more research on what will make you better on your online presence. You want to make money while you're sleeping. You want to make money while you're in the studio. You want to make money while you're busy doing something else. And that all means that you need a good online presence. So build up your social medias. What I mean by build up your social medias is try and post regular. You might have 100 followers on social media. Don't be disheartened. 10 followers, 20 followers. It doesn't matter the figure of numbers. Just continue to post regularly, upload content, do your tagging. Remember, we always talk about tagging. Tagging is really crucial because you go to places where people bump into your content that probably wouldn't have bumped into it if you just posted a regular post. Loads of ways to move forward in music in 2020. I hope you enjoyed them tips, guys. We try to post things up regular, frequently, and get a lot of things going down. If you've got anything that you think we should discuss, leave it in the comments below. And remember, guys, subscribe to the channel. When something becomes live or when I upload, you will get something straight to your inbox. We have a lot of exciting things happening, and yeah, I don't want you guys missing out. So subscribe, comment, like, and I'll be back very soon. You don't know how we do this thing. Baggy made the beat. We will be back very soon. I'm out of it.